Hello and welcome to the St Kilda and Bayside Report for May 2019. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Jeremy Ross. It's May, Gary.
Yeah, it's good to be back here with you. I don't know, it was just like a blink of an eye and bang, before you know it, we're in May. We're already approaching the middle of the year. What happened?
Too, Gary. I mean, I know it's been a nice week.
Yeah, well,
but
the gardens need the rain, Jeremy. Don't forget, we need a bit of rain.
I don't have a problem with the rain, Gary. I have a problem with the cold.
Yeah, I'm a bit sniffly today. Tell me something.
Don't talk to me about sniffly, Gary. Not only are you sniffly, Gary, I don't know if this is coming through on the cameras here, but you are excessively woolly today,
Is that
Gary.
right? Is that woolly and sniffly, is that right?
I
guess.
You've got it's
blame my nose.
kind of like your winter coat is on.
Should we start this all over again or just continue? Let's
I don't
continue,
know, maybe if you keep blowing your nose, we might have to do something about it, Gary.
I think I'm okay. Look, May is one of my favourite months of the year. It's always a great real estate month because there's no holidays, there's no long weekends, there's no
clear month, Gary.
Denominational holidays, there's no events particularly. It's just a real estate month, a grinding real estate month, Mr. Rosens. Although at the end of the month, I think we are going to be taking off and having a little bit of a look at real estate in another part of the world.
This is true, Gary.
Is that correct?
I won't be there for the whole journey, though.
No.
I'll be there for the business end.
You will,
Gary.
yes. And having a conference with about 40, 50 other real estate agents, so that'll be interesting overseas. And I'm doing a bit of a study tour of real estate agents in San Francisco. So I will bring a little bit of a study tour. Yes. I'll bring a bit of news about what's happening in the international market for our viewers and, of course, for the betterment of our business. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice I'm prepared to make.
And you know what? You sacrifice every year at multiple occasions.
What can I say? You know, sometimes you've got to do things for the business that aren't always the easiest and most convenient.
You've got to get in the gutter and fight.
Go on that business class seat all the way over there and, watch movies. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on.
Can I just stop you there for a second?
What's that? Yeah.
It's fair enough that you're going overseas to study and better the business. But I don't think the viewers need to know how you're going to travel there. It's kind of almost a little bit arrogant to say that you're going in business class. Now, notwithstanding the fact that the business, it's an expense and it's fine, but maybe leave that out in future.
But I'm going for business.
Yeah, but
that's why it's business class.
Yeah, but so I'm going for a first class holiday. Does that mean that I'm going first class?
Well, see, I'm not going for holiday. I'm going for business.
No. So when I go for holidays, I always want them to be first class sort of events. But it doesn't mean that I travel first class.
I'm going as a professional. That's the thing, Jeremy. That's what you have to remember.
No. You're going as a professional. You're going for your profession. There's a difference. By the way, Gary, not that I would want you to answer this on air publicly, but I assume when you go on your holidays with your family, that is also a business trip?
That's not a business trip. No.
But you still fly at that end of the plane?
I turn right. No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. So
only the internal flights you go normal.
Let's talk about some property, Gary. In the real estate world, because people aren't interested in holidays and conferences and tours and the weather.
They are not.
They want to know what's going on in the St Kilda Bayside area. Hey, you talk about St Kilda Bayside area. Oh, you've got a nice little sheet here of something that's happening in the colder months of the year.
Well, it's cold, and
colder.
Other than
it's not cold yet. It's going to get cold.
It will get
June,
cold.
July.
It will get cold. But other than snuggling up in front of an open fireplace, Gary, with a nice little glass of red wine.
I'm looking at one here.
There is this one.
Not the wine, but the fireplace.
No, there's wine over there, though. Is that what? No,
that's a stereo.
It's actually a record player, but never.
Not sure how many people get confused between that and wine.
I was pretending because the viewers don't know what's here. I could just about say there's a lovely swimming pool over there.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway, the Astor Theatre. I love the Astor Theatre.
So do I.
And I love the movie Reservoir Dogs all those years ago. That was when I used to work in a video store.
Yes, the old Steelers wheel hit stuck in the middle with you.
Yes, you're right there. Anyway. The 27th of May just happened to pick this session time at 7:30. Reservoir Dogs is on at the Astor Theatre.
What a great thing to do.
I'm going to go and have a go at that, Gary, at
fantastic.
7:30.
I think, is there a ghost in that building? Well, I'm not sure. There might be a ghost. There's a cat. That's what there is. There's a cat that lives in that
ghost.
building. No, the ghost is the Princess Theatre. The cat's in the Astor Theatre. But that's one of the great features of St Kilda.
It is,
Go
Gary.
and enjoy it. And there's actually a Batman movie marathon as well.
In fact, Gary, it's a perfect
30th
segue.
Anniversary, yep.
Perfect segue to the townhouse that we filmed at only last month, Gary, whilst you were away probably studying somewhere in the world with your business class seat. I was there with Limor, grinding away, paying the bills for you to fly overseas.
Very good.
And we filmed
for the betterment of our
Of
organisation.
course, Gary, of course, absolutely. We filmed at 7-6 Charlotte Place in St Kilda, and we sold that prior to auction.
How much for?
$800,000. Big shout out to Michael Jonas.
Yeah, well
this
done,
is his second sale in that block.
He's done well.
He's slowly chipping
let's
through
have some
the whole
Let's
block.
have some images of that building because it is a really beautiful
I thought
building.
you were going to say let's have some images of Michael Jonas.
No, he's a beautiful man, but let's have some images of the building because it really is a fantastic building and a great location. And talking about the Astor, well, it's pretty close to the Astor.
It's around the corner, Gary.
It is right around the corner. Now should we talk about where we are? Can we get out of order? Because
No, because I do want to talk about this sale that happened on the weekend in A property that we
Ardoc.
didn't get the opportunity to discuss last month because
Yeah.
it was just not even freshly listed.
Yes, in and out
but in
quickly.
the Ardocs complex, which
How
has
good
a
is that?
huge history to
Yes.
it.
Yeah, tell
And
us
what a
about it, yeah.
community is that community of the Ardoc community.
We
that
just
Village
sold a
Green.
house in Corford South. Someone who's gone there. They're very excited.
I met
to be
her,
there.
Gary.
Did you?
She was very
Jen.
complimentary of you.
Is that right?
Which
She's a
means
lovely
obviously
lady.
somebody else sold it, not you. She's obviously
No,
not met you.
that's not true. We were very
No,
involved.
she was very complimentary, and shout out to her. She lives in that block and
Yeah,
loved
Jen.
it. Anyway, we
Yeah.
sold that at competitive bidding, Gary, for $829,000 was the eventual selling price.
What was the range and expectation there?
We had an expectation of 780. I think we were 730 to 800.
Yeah.
Reserve 800, sold 829. Over reserve, competitive auction, exciting.
you.
On the Village Green we did it, Gary. But the
saw that.
best thing about it,
We might even have some footage to put
we
up there.
should
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
footage. But the best bit about it, Gary,
Yeah.
is that we've got another one in the block for sale.
Is that right? I love it when that happens.
Apartment 5, number 10.
love
Check it out. Will be coming soon.
If you want to get to Ardoc, give this man a call.
Absolutely.
Let's review some of our other sales.
Please,
can
Gary,
we?
let's do it. 4 at 40 Burnett Street, Gary,
Yep.
another beautiful St Kilda apartment. Older
Yep.
style block, 2 bedrooms. Great auction, although we did have to pass it in.
Yep.
And we extricated it a little. Is that the right word?
Yeah, extricate a little
Well,
more.
let's just
out
say
of
we got a
the
little bit
fun
more out of the bar and we sold it
Yeah.
for $570,000. Daniel Michmacher did the deed there, and well done to him.
Very good. What else we got there?
Well,
I've
that
seen
same
this,
weekend, Gary, I hopped
yeah.
in my car and I drove down to Marine Avenue,
I love
which
it
is
down
just
there.
opposite
Yes,
the marina.
yeah, it is.
My God, it was pelting down, Gary. Those umbrellas, the Gary
What do you
Pier
do in
umbrellas.
those rainy days?
What do I do?
I mean, people would say, well, what do you do? How do you auction a property on a rainy day?
Well, you have an umbrella, Gary.
Yep.
You walk with the umbrella from your car
Right.
to the apartment. You,
Yep.
you pull the umbrella down. And
Okay.
I'm not sure if I want to give this away because I've
Yeah, I
still
can
seen a number of
bet you.
agents still doing auctions outside in the rain
yeah.
with umbrellas. You take it inside, Gary. It was huge. There was about 40 people in a
How do
small
you go,
living
by the
room.
way, when it's a block of land?
Well, that's a whole
That was
other
an interesting
story,
one, isn't it?
Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, tell us what happened there. I mean,
anyway,
you
we
got
sold it. We had competitive bidding there, Gary, and it sold
Yeah.
a little bit over $340,000
Fantastic.
against a reserve of about $330.
Well done. Bryce Gibbs, he was a former player of the Blues, gone to Adelaide now, and so famous and
got
so
dropped
successful
2
he
weeks
was.
ago, Gary.
He got dropped, but they'd still named a street after him, Gibbs Street
They
in St
did,
Kilda
Gary.
East / Balaclava. Tell us about that.
Beautiful home, Gary,
Yep.
that needed a little bit of save me, pave me, thrill me, drill me, a little bit of some improvement action there.
Save me, pave me, thrill me, drill me. Did
Yes,
you
I
just
used
make
it-
that up?
No,
Or is
I
it-
used it on a board for a house that needed
Wow.
a lot of work. You
I
like
like
that?
Well, I think I was the first one. I believe I was the first one to come up as detonate or renovate, but others have used it since.
you think
I reckon
you
I never
really
saw it
do?
before I came up with it. Yep, but anyway, go on.
Yeah, that's many years
Everyone
ago,
claimed
though,
it.
isn't
Well,
it?
it's
Yeah, I
many
would have
years
thought
ago,
so.
but go
Anyway,
on,
that
yeah.
sold for an undisclosed. Oh no, we can talk about that, Gary. That's obviously $790,000, just
How
shy
much?
of $800,000.
790, okay.
790, which is great buying.
You know what?
In
And
a beautiful pocket.
And that's the message for buyers. There are some good opportunities out
Mm-hmm.
there now. If you're looking in this time where prices have come back and the market conditions are a little bit subdued and finance, there's an election coming, a bit of uncertainty, buy now. What a great time to buy.
Buy now. We should have like
Yeah.
a bing, bing, buy now, buy now.
Maybe Visual Domain can throw something in there.
Well, not
a little bit of a
after what I've
Belby.
just heard. They wouldn't be throwing anything at
Go
us.
on.
4 at 302.
They will be
They will,
throwing
they're
things at us.
fantastic.
How they're throwing the door at us saying,
4
get out
at-
and stay out. Yep. Go on.
Let's get back on track. 4 at 310 Inkerman Street,
Yes.
Gary. I did the auction there with Michael Jonas. Again,
Yes.
another competitively bid for
What did that
auction.
sell for?
It sold for $565,000.
Okay, very good.
The last sale on the block was in the peak of the market, Gary,
Yep.
about 12 months ago.
Yeah.
Renovated.
Yeah, okay.
Sold for $22,000 more than this.
Well, that's pretty good.
This is
stacks up well,
unrenovated.
Yeah. So then the market.
And we had multiple
And for
bidders.
some things, the market hasn't changed so much. So check in to see what the value of your properties are if you think of selling. Keep
One
going.
at 24 Tennyson Street, Elwood, Gary, the sunny shores of Elwood. We ventured down
Yes.
there, and we are
think I
sold
might
out of that
I
block,
think I
Gary.
was involved in that auction, if I'm not mistaken. yeah.
No, I believe it was sold prior to you getting involved.
Oh, yeah, I was booked
They
for it,
were
yeah.
so adamant that they didn't want you there. They did everything
That's
they could
not
to
true.
sell
I
it
have auctioned
before.
a few in that building, and I've got.
You've done
I've got
a stellar job too,
I've got
Gary.
some history in that building. Well done to whoever's been involved, and Leon Grisenfitter had his hand in that one
Yes,
as well.
he did.
So well done to him and his team and all the team. They get involved in all the sales.
All the team, Gary.
Hey, we sold a big one,
yeah,
a big one
big-
in
a
Lyndock
big-
Avenue.
a monster, Gary.
Might have some images of that. Now the price on this one, Jeremy, is undisclosed.
Strictly, Gary.
But I
think it's fair to say where we quoted.
We can circa around that 4 million because that was the quote in that area.
people can
price.
work it out from
They
there.
can speculate, talk about it, but we'll put a circle around 4 as an indication because
Yes.
that was marketed and advertised around that price. But
Lovely
what a
family
great
bought it.
home! Yeah.
Good client of ours.
Yes, it was.
And,
A
looking
wonderful
forward-
home. Yeah, looking forward to
Marketing their home, Gary.
Yes, indeed, and looking forward to bring over a bottle of champagne on this settlement day because they have bought something special. What else is happening
I
in
hope
and
he
around?
watches this show and holds you to that, Gary.
Yeah, I'm happy to be held to it. No problem at all. Hey, other exciting things going on in St Kilda?
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now let's get on track, Gary, because how good is this house?
Oh, thank you very much. It's
I
about
mean, where
time
are
we
we,
got
Gary?
there. We are in
That
Waterloo.
was just the sales, though, wasn't it? We can just do
get rid of it. Do the David Letterman thing. Goodbye sales.
Come back to me.
Hello offerings, but hello firstly to this offering because do you know the number one hit for ABBA that launched them was Waterloo. They actually were discovered with that song.
Should we
They were
dance,
discovered. Maybe we should. That song was, I don't know if you know, I'll take you back to the 70s when, you know, I was at my
born.
prime.
Yeah.
You were yours. And Waterloo was the song.
I would have loved to see
that
you
was,
at your prime, Gary.
That was, you would have. That was launched at the Eurovision Song
Yes,
Contest.
Gary, I believe
and
so.
that is the song that actually launched
Shot them to
ABBA,
stardom.
who had, well, ABBA was actually, their real steps to international stardom was through Australia, by the way. Just
Fascinating
so you know.
stuff, Gary.
But Waterloo was their number one hit, of course, and Waterloo Crescent is where we are. And I love this street. I love looking at the homes around here because there's period home, modern luxury renovated buildings. There are new developments. This is an exciting part. Barclay Street there,
Forget
our
all that,
office
Gary.
there,
Forget
Ackland Street
all
there.
that noise, Gary. You go up to the master bedroom here,
Yeah.
which is like checking
What
into
number
a
Waterloo
five-star
are we in?
hotel. 65, Gary.
65, yep.
65. But when you get in that master bedroom,
Yes.
and you have a look out the front of this house,
The
because it's an
sweeping
elevated
vista.
home.
It is.
We have got bay views that would make your heart melt, Gary. And I know you're a man who likes on your business trips to go as high as you can in
like
those
it.
towers,
Yes, I do. I
so
like
you
those.
can see water. Because when you see water, you're at home.
I am at home.
You're in your
I'm-
happy
I'm-
place
I
with water,
am.
Gary.
You know that I'm an Aquarian. I do. I'm a bit
yes.
of a water person. But
Wouldn't
that's
hurt
just,
you to shower though, Gary,
that's
every
just,
now and then.
I do that. But that is just one
Try
of
soap
the,
next time, Gary.
That's the key. This is just one of the features. And I haven't, you're right, I haven't even been upstairs.
No.
But I didn't need to go to know this is a spectacular home. Thanks for adding that. And
How good's the facade?
Some of the views are getting
Double-storey
through.
terrace,
I'm sure
Gary.
all the images are on screen.
Yes.
This is a special home, Jeremy. When does this go to auction?
This
You've got
goes
the
to
details?
auction, Gary,
Yeah.
on the, I think it's the 25th of May, Gary,
you're right.
the end of this month at 12:30 p.m. From an accommodation point of view, Gary, you come inside, you've got beautiful cherry red polished timber floorboards. You've got a separate lounge dining, kitchen with a family room, bathroom downstairs, little study nook, understairs storage, upstairs, 3 fabulous sized bedrooms, central bathrooms. This place goes on, Gary, and I've got to say, sharply priced, very sharply priced at 1,350 to 1,485.
That
And
sounds
I would
like
expect competition at that level.
Sounds like a good opportunity to me.
Absolutely.
I know that Nikki Janova and Lamore Herskowitz are very excited. They're working on
They
this
are.
one. Try keeping them away from this listing. You'll just get your eyes scratched out. They'll kill you if you try to go anywhere near their listing. This is a quality listing, a great home, a great offering, possibly one of the best in this price range. Doesn't get much better.
You might want to, when you leave here, just send a message to Nikki Lamore apologising for that they'll scratch people's eyes out, because that's certainly not something that they would do.
I'm just saying that, you know, if
you-
this is their listing that they covet and love, Jeremy. I'm
Yes,
saying
they
it
do,
in a
but
loving,
they wouldn't scratch
kind
anybody's
way.
eyes out ever.
No.
No.
Well, if
Nor
you,
would
mess,
you,
if you
Gary.
mess with their listing, don't mess with their listing.
If there's one message you got out of that, anyway,
Don't
Gary,
mess with
this
it.
is an awesome home.
Let's talk a bit about what else is coming up. I mean, it's hard to trump this, but there's great homes.
There's a
and
lot of offerings,
variety
Gary.
Of price
a lot of
ranges.
offerings. We're going from old to new, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
202 at 80 Carlisle Street. This is
Hot spot.
a great little
Not
building,
far from the
Gary.
town hall.
They call it the Saint.
Yeah.
Which is ironic that I'm being in charge of selling it,
Saint.
given I am far
From the Saint,
From
yep.
the Saint, Gary. But this one is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car. Is that Roger Moore was the Saint?
Yeah, that was the theme. I'm glad you that. Now that's really before your time, because that was the theme.
I'm a Renaissance man, Gary.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell us more.
570 to 620, Gary. I'm going to bring that to the market. Oh, it's on the market at the moment, Gary, but more importantly, it's going to go to auction on the 11th of May.
Great address, great property, quality development. Have a look at this property. What a great looker this is.
This is a great 1 bedroom, Gary. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, an urban oasis with a secluded courtyard garden in
Just
the
around the corner.
heart of St Kilda, Gary, at 3 at 285 Barclay Street in St Kilda.
How good is it to be in St Kilda? There are some great
It's exciting,
properties around
Gary,
here.
and on the 18th of May, it's going to be super exciting because that one is going to auction, Gary, at 10:30, and at the same time, we've got double auction action, Gary.
Oh, I like it when we
I
have
love it
double
when
auction.
we have triple auction action. It
that's-
just rolls.
that's just
off
too
the
much.
tongue. Triple auction action. We'd be in a bit of trouble with the coffee van, wouldn't we?
We sure would.
9 at 380 Inkerman Street in St Kilda East, Gary. You've got 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car. What a floor plan! This is as good as it gets for floor plans, Gary.
I love it.
Right up near Orrong Road. Glenn Brick is bringing that at 10:30 on the 18th of May. Nicely priced at $350.
Hey, we've got this musical theme going on. We've got Waterloo, we've got The Saint, and now we've got George Benson's biggest hit and great album,
The Broadway.
Broadway. No, it's just Broadway.
I know,
it's
but
just
I
Broadway,
just
and the
like
address
to
is
say-
Broadway. Take us through this wonderful listing in
Gary,
Elwood.
this is a
in this
modern
beautiful,
block.
in this beautiful tree-lined boulevard they call Broadway.
I kind of think that this place, when you're standing at the front, this really looks a little bit like, kind of like Swiss cheese a little bit. It's kind of got that. It's a very cool Swiss cheese. Don't get me wrong. No, it's got sort of circular inlets, which are balconies and things. But nevertheless, the Bell on Broadway, 103 at 26 to 28 Broadway in Elwood, 18th of May at 11:30. Gary, excited about that one.
Princess Street, St Kilda. We've got a great offering there, Jeremy. Love the location near our office.
Modern.
And near everything where you want to be in St Kilda.
Modern luxury, Gary. The lifestyle and luxury meet together. Moments from Fitzroy Street. Fabulous floor plan there. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Sorry, 2 bedrooms, 2. Which way are we looking at here? It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, Gary. It's an absolute ripper. I love it.
We're going to close out with this property in Holroyd Avenue, East St Kilda. A fine address. Another beautiful tree-lined street full of quality homes, right in, not near our Caulfield office, but in East St Kilda.
It's a beautiful home, Gary. This is a beautiful Californian bungalow with the most perfect floor plan. We did a
Love the
video
look and
tour,
feel.
which we'll probably overlay with this now.
Oh, did you do the tour there?
I did.
You do a good
Gary,
job on those tours. I've got to
did.
tell you that.
I think. Well, I get a lot of help from the cameraman, who is
I
sheepishly
think,
kind of.
I think it was just my
You think
training.
it's all? Yeah, of course.
Of course it was. Yeah, go on.
Yes. Anyway, we've got that. That's a great home there. We've kind of got different living areas. We've got living areas, bedrooms at the front for the parents, kids retreats out the back with 3 bedrooms, central bathroom, and a garden, Gary, that seems to go on for days. Nice and private, north facing. 185 to $2 million. We'll see that one go to the market on the 26th of May, Gary, and starts this weekend. Get on down.
So there are some great offerings.
Huge
the messages
offerings,
are
Gary.
the prices have come back. You can get some good value. There's some good offerings, and I think May is a good month to buy, Jeremy, because in June, July, traditionally the volume just plummets.
Gary.
And you might be cashed up, ready to go and get yourself a great buy, but the problem is there's nothing around. There's no choices or options.
I think, Gary, if we were looking, I think people like to watch this show to get a little bit of commentary on where the market is at, and I have noticed, obviously, because this is what I do, but over the last 4 or 5 weeks, if we exclude the little break that we've had for long weekends, we've had clearance rates through across the board of all of our offices that are well in excess of 85%, pushing 90s.
It's a good time to firstly boast. We can have a little
No,
boast.
that's not a boast.
No,
that is
I
a
didn't
reflection of where the market's
I didn't
at,
finish.
Gary.
Well, we get a little boast. That's okay because we are killing the industry clearance rate at the moment. So that says something about us.
Let's not go into killing.
Well, we are. Well, hang on. We're getting we had 18 out of 19
smashing is
a
probably
few weeks
better than
ago.
killing.
Yeah, probably it is. I've become very aggressive, haven't I? I'm getting older and
I've
talking
become
about
very
scratching eyes
like
and
PC.
aggressive. I know what's going on. We've swapped.
strange world
It's like those movies, where you swap personalities.
The next thing you know, my eyebrows will be growing for days.
Right, you'll have that pleasure as well if you're lucky, and I'll get a gap in my teeth. Jeremy, let's just talk a little bit about. Let's just talk a little bit about what's going on.
Stop there for a second. I want to just bring this up. So I've had this gap since I was born. Right?
I think it's character. I think it's
I think
huge.
it is
I like
too.
it. By
It's
the way,
never crossed my mind to get rid of it. But this is now the second time, you don't know this, in 2 weeks that you've made a remark about it. It is. I take it. I didn't realise how personally I took it.
Do you know what?
And I thought, what happens if I just did it?
My wife has a relative with a gap between her two, and he is actually the best looking member of the family.
He's a charismatic guy that the gap.
Well, I think you're charismatic
but
too.
I think could I put something there and would it change who I am?
Let's get some viewer feedback on that. See if anybody's watching by now still at the end of the show.
Keep it constructive.
Keep it constructive. Look, market is good, Jeremy.
Ideas
Clearance
at
rates are good.
garyp.com.au.
Put it up on the
Email your
screen.
suggestions
You're going
through.
to put the teeth gap comment.
And if any dentists want to
add some concessionary rates because they're not cheap. Those dentists.
What rates? You could do it for free. You're going to plug on GPTV, Gary.
Is that right? It'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
Unbelievable.
Let's talk about the clearance rates. They are healthy. They are strong. We have got
bit of depth.
Competition. We were finding 6 months ago there was like 1 bidder at auction, maybe 2. We've had auctions with 3, 4, 5 bidders. In fact, we tallied up our averages a few weeks ago and was an average of 3, over 3 per auction.
Is that right?
So pretty strong, pretty competitive out there.
That is a good message.
So there is a good message. There is an opportunity for sellers to be able to get competition through our network and through the market, and buyers to still get some good offerings. Take advantage of it in May, and we'll bring us some more information in June next month.
The election.
That was my wrap up.
The election will have been run.
Show's
and
supposed to be
won
over by
then,
now.
Yes.
That's
The election,
okay,
but this is informative stuff now.
Yes.
The election would have been run and won.
Yeah.
Do we have a message for those that are seeking?
I'll say
some
congratulations
guidance through that.
Congratulations to the Labor Party because they're odds-on favourite to win.
the
so
odds
well
aren't
done to them.
always where the
They aren't
money
always.
is.
Well, look at Trump. He won against the odds, and so did Brexit. Remember, we were there, and Brexit.
Yeah,
Everyone
really
said
giving us
we're
a
not
lot of,
going out. Anyway, yes, I don't think it'll make much difference to
Yeah.
real estate. People are still going to be wanting to buy and sell in good areas like St Kilda and Bayside. That's a big wrap for this month. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Jeremy. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.